As a brown Indian guy, I used to struggle with attracting girls and also making new friends. People doesn't care about me just because I was an ugly skinny fat guy. I used to see guys my age who are attractive. They were getting more attention from people and also from the girls. And I used to think that I am fucked in terms of dating if I didn't improve my looks. And a few years ago, when I completed my high school, I was completely depressed and I was doing all the bad habits. After I completed my high school in the pandemic, I had zero friends and there was nobody to talk about. I only had one friend who I used to play video games with, and I was playing video games straight to 6 8 hours in a day. And I was not even doing any self improvement habits. I was only waking up, eating some shit foods, whatever my mom cooks for me, like Indian oily processed food and everything. And maybe I was doing a couple of push ups here and there, but most of the time I was completely degenerate. I was sitting on my bed and having my laptop on my lap playing video games all the time. And that made me a complete unattractive guy in terms of attracting girls. And I used to think that if you want a girlfriend or if you want to attract girls, just be yourself and show your real personality and be authentic and everything. But I didn't realize my authentic self is a loser who didn't even have any ambition and mission in his life. I was just a complete loser who girls ignore, by the way. And over time, I realized that in the modern world, looks matter a lot. If you are not attractive, you're not gonna get any attention from anyone. And it is a harsh truth, by the way, but no one will respect you. If I was still unattractive and ugly with skinny fat physique, I would still be getting zero matches on the Tinder. And at that time, when I was struggling with dating and attracting girls, when I was getting zero matches on Tinder, my mental health was very fucked because I was alone and lonely. And that's when I started researching on the internet and I discovered the concept of Looksmaxxing and self-improvement. And I didn't even know about Looksmaxxing at that time. I was just known about the concept of self-improvement and improving yourself, your body and your mind and everything. And that's when I started taking it seriously and improving myself. I went to the gym to finally improve myself and also improve my physique. I discovered that if you want to become attractive, just build more muscle and also build more muscle in an aesthetic way. But at that time, I didn't even know about the aesthetic muscle and attractive muscles and everything. I was just gaining muscle mass and I was just doing some conventional exercise to gain more muscle mass. And honestly, that worked. I gained some amount of muscle mass, but I was still looking unattractive shirtless. I was not able to get any sexy pictures or anything to post on like Tinder and anything. And then I researched a lot about aesthetic muscles and attractive muscle. And after a few weeks, I finally discovered the 7 aesthetic muscles that actually changed my physique a lot. And after a few months of training only 7 muscle groups, I was able to get sexy pictures. My muscle definition was very good and I became very attractive shirtless. So that's also a thing that I wanted to share with you, that looks matter more than muscle. Girls don't only care about muscle, but they care about the aesthetic and attractive look. They want a V-taper look in a man. They want an attractive look. They don't want a like bulky bodybuilder who's like 200 pounds or something, like 300 pounds. They don't want that. They just want an attractive look. Like if you were to choose between two girls, like one is also attractive, but she has too much muscle mass in his body. She is like bulky, very much like 200 pounds or something. She's very big or bulky. Or other girl has like hourglass shape and not too much skinny but not too much bulky. She has like very attractive figure and everything, but she also goes to the gym. Like most of the men who are healthy and fit, they would choose a girl like who has like hourglass shape. So like the hourglass shape, most girls would choose the attractive and aesthetic looking man. So that's why I focused only on aesthetic look, and I'm still focusing on aesthetic look, and I'm gaining muscle in an aesthetic way. I'm not too much bulky or bigger, but I'm still an attractive looking guy. And you might be thinking that you're not too big, like you're still smaller than me or something, or maybe you're not even attractive enough. Just trust me, like if you just post of one shirtless picture, you would get more matches than anyone on Tinder. You would get more matches than any other average looking guy on Tinder. Like girls would send you messages first and they would tell you to go on a date with you if you just build an attractive physique. I'm not even talking about the face, I'm just talking about an aesthetic physique. So now let's talk about what things I exactly did to become more attractive as an Indian. First of all, you can see a picture of my face here. I don't have any jawline here. I don't have a wide jawline, like thick jawline. I still have like baby face or something. I was still like 18 years, 19 years old, but I was still having like a weak boyish jawline. And I was clean shaved in this picture because I was getting patchy beard. And you can see this picture here. This is me right now. I have a wide thick jawline, and I have grown some beard. I still have patches in there, but I still made a progress. My cheekbones are more defined in this picture, and I was not looking bloated or something. And it's not some crazy jaw exercise or some silly jaw exercise I've did for this, like mewing stick or something. And I've not did some bone smashing for that. I've not done some black pill silly things for making my face structure look like this. But of course, like if you do mewing and proper tongue posture and everything, that will also help you, but that's not gonna give you instant results. What I did is I just put on more muscle mass. I just literally focused on bulking up and getting bigger in an aesthetic way. That also structured my face in more manly way. I increased my testosterone by doing some healthy habits, and I'm not living that complete degenerate lifestyle where I'm playing video games all day like I was eating junk food or anything. I work out every single day and I just do all the things that I'm supposed to do. And as I've told you before, that I've only focused on 7 aesthetic muscles, and that muscles are your neck, your upper traps, your upper chest, your lateral delts, your abs, and your lats, and your quads. That's it. If you just focus on these muscle groups, you will build an attractive looking V-tape of physique, and also you will get an X shape in your body. That will help you to attract more girls than ever. Like if you just walk into a room with the tight sleeves, like having bicep veins and everything, and if you wear a nice fitted clothes, and if you have X shape in your body, like people will just look at you, and especially girls will look at you. Like there has been times when I walk into a room and girls are making eye contact with me, and they're glancing at my physique, and sometimes they're not even looking at my face, they are just looking at my physique, like that X shape in my body. Just like most of the men stare at girls like their titties and the ass and everything, like the hourglass shape, and they sometimes don't even look at their faces. Just like that, girls also look at the man in a very like lustful way if he has like attractive X shape in his body. So how can you build an aesthetic physique and focus on specifically those areas which build you an attractive looking aesthetic physique? So for that, I have made my own aesthetic program where I break down all the training plans for the beginners, for intermediates, and also the advanced level who are going to the gym for more than 1 year, 2 years and can't build an attractive physique. I've also break down all the things for that, and I've also added some bonus module where you can take shirtless pictures and get more matches on Tinder. So just go right now and click on the top link in the description. You will get a wide jawline by increasing your testosterone and also doing some healthy habits like going to the gym and eating clean and everything. But still, if you wanted to look smax, you also have to take care of your skin and also your hairs and your beard and everything. And when I changed my diet, I suddenly got a glow in my skin, and there was no dark spot or some acne or pimples. I was getting pimples and acne before just because I was eating processed food and I was not drinking more water. I started drinking more water and eating clean and like high protein diet and fats and everything, and then I got the glowing skin, and it also helped me to increase testosterone and got me a nice beard. So what things can you do for your hairs and your beard? For hairs, if you want to look masculine and manly, just have a short hairstyle, no matter what kind of hairstyle that is. Like you can have a crew cut, buzz cut, or maybe like the hairstyle that I'm having right now, it is a short hairstyle. And you also have to choose what hairstyle suits better on your facial structure. And for beard, if you have patchy beard, if you still have like thin hairs in your beard, it will look worse if you try to grow it. So you just have to shave it all and you will look better than like having a patchy and thin hairs beard. I still have patches in here, but it still looks good on me. So that's why like I'm keeping short and simple. And having a short beard also makes you look like a masculine and alpha male. And this is the type of beard that you wanted to grow. So I have worked on my physique, I have worked on my face, my hairs and beard, my skin quality and everything. But most importantly, I have worked on my mindset. If you work on your looks and if you work on your hairs, your beard and everything, that's also an important part to live in the modern world and to get attention from people and attraction from girls. But still, if you don't change your mindset and your identity, you're still working on yourself just to impress others, don't you? But most importantly, you have to do all these habits just for yourself. Just because you're a strong, disciplined man, you have to do all of these things for your future self. If you're doing all those bad habits right now, I bet you don't have any vision or mission in your life. You don't even think about your future, like what's gonna happen in your future. All of your actions right now dictate what kind of future you're gonna have. So that's why I've changed my identity from a loser, degenerate who plays video games all the time to a disciplined, strong man who takes care about himself and who do all the things that he said he's gonna do for his future self. I do all of the things for my future self so that my future self would be proud of me. my future self would not regret about the things that I've done in the past. I worked on myself just because of my future self. My future self would get the rewards for the hard work that I'm doing right now. So this is the mindset that I want to share with you, that you have to also change your identity from a loser, video game addict or porn addict or something to a masculine young man who take responsibility of himself and also his future self, and who take responsibility of his actions and his family and everyone. So this is all in this video. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more videos like this from a small self-improvement YouTuber, subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification on. Goodbye.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3, I'm on 10 again.